Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skills, etc. Then, we will put them into a battle simulator to see who's the better one when head-on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, the Prince and later King of Macedon, the elder brother of Minerval and Maria, the ambitious and ruthless Michaelis. And standing on the right corner, the son of Shirshi from the future, a serious individual who speaks in a formal manner, the Masked Rider, Jerome. So here we go, X vs X, Wyvern vs Wyvern. Who shall be crowned the best flying ex-husbando? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to... Sorry to disappoint you guys, but we won't be doing Michaelis vs Jerome today. However, I have prepared something else instead. VTR roll. Hi there, I'm Aki and welcome to the special episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Unlike our usual program, we won't be looking at their stats, weapons and skills this time. Not only that, we won't be putting them in any simulator to see how well they fight too. Wait, if that's the case, what are we comparing? Any guesses? It starts with a T. If you guess ties, give yourself a pat in the back. You got it right. And yes, in this episode, we will be looking at which heroine has the best ties in the game. As of today, there's over 100 female characters in the game, which includes the likes of Veronica, Levitine, etc. But don't worry, we are not gonna look at all of them here. Instead, I have gone through the trouble and looking at all of the ties and compile a list of waifu with the best ties in the game. Before we dive into it, let's explain a little on the judging process. First, they will be judged by their overall appearances. Then, we will go into the specific, such as the leg to body ratio, tick level, absolute territory, etc. And after many long hours of discussion and arguments among the panel of judges, we are proud to bring you the top 10 best Thai waifu in Fire Emblem Heroes. Let's not wait any longer and start the countdown.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Number 10. Sonya, the Vengeful Ties.
どうしたの？寂しいのかしら？
Arguably the strongest mage in Echoes, Sonya has a cool and unyielding personality and oozes womanly charm. She is 8 fair tall and her legs itself is around 4.5 fair long. As for her thighs, it's about 2/3 fair thick. Sonya wears a corsetish dress which emphasizes on her plot, and the slits on her dress reaches to her hips which clearly shows off her beautiful long legs. By putting on black holes to half of her thighs, it's a stark contrast with her soft whiteness of skin, which accentuates her beauty even more. As she's on a mission to take vengeance on Jeddah, try not to get on her bad side, as she could easily strangle you to death with her ties. But if that's what you wish for, please go ahead. Number 9. Ursula, the Blue Ties.
命令なら誰でも殺してあげるわ。
An extremely devoted member of the Black Fang, seen as a cold, heartless assassin to her targets, she never hesitates to remind those under her the punishment for failure. She is 7.5 fair tall, and her legs are 4.5 fair long, and her thighs are 2/3 of fair thick. Ursula wears a low-cut navy blue dress that show off her magnificent mount pushed together. Furthermore, the slits on her dress reaches to her hips occasionally reveals her thighs when she walks, giving out a womanly appeal like no other. Her thigh-length stocking combined with her evening glove further adorn her beauty and appeal, where even people of the same gender might find it hard to keep their eyes off her. But be careful not to stare at her for too long, as it might be the last thing you ever see before you die. Number 8. Effie, the Thighs of One.
邪魔な岩とかあれば運んであげる。
The gentle knight of Nor with tremendous physical strength and possesses the enormous appetite that rivals some protagonists of shonen manga. She's roughly 7.5 feet tall, where her legs alone is more than half of her body, and her thighs are about 3/4 feet thick. As a personal retainer of Elise, Effie puts on a full armor which are mainly pink in color. Despite the many layers of armor she has, it still couldn't hide her curvaceous figure. The contour of her slender waist and ample bosom could still be visible. Even though the armor covered most parts of her body, but it still leaves her thighs exposed to the sun and indirectly making it a focal point on her. The divine area above her knee and below her hips, where her skin shows, are what some people call the Zeta Ryoiki, aka Absolute Territory. For more information, please ask Google. Anyway, with a thigh so fine, it makes people wonder, could she actually crush a melon with it? I'm sure many of you already know the answer. Number 7. Tiki, the Dragon Thighs.
私を呼んでくれて嬉しいわ。
Being the princess of the divine dragon tribe and the daughter of Naga, she holds the power so tremendous to the point where she could eradicate all beings on Arcania if she were to degenerate. She is 7.5 feet tall and her legs are about 4 feet long. As for her thighs, it's 2/3 of a foot. Tiki wears a short red dress with a V-cut which shows the right amount of cleavage. The color of her dress complements perfectly with her skin tone, which exponentially enhances her appeal. Furthermore, Tiki puts on a high collar cape that covers her shoulder and reaches to her waist. The pink-colored cape gives a feminine and mysterious touch to her appearance. Her bright red thigh boots paired with her stockings suspended to her dress brings out the best features of her, which is her creamy thighs. Not too much, not too little. The skin exposure and the covered area on her thighs are so well balanced that a sense of peace could be felt. Perfect harmony. With such mesmerizing features, no wonder Tiki managed to captivate the hearts of millions. Number 6. Loki, the Tyster.
癒してあげる。
A mischievous trickster and the strategist of Muspel. Not much about her is known other than she's capable of changing her appearance and good at manipulating people. She is 7 feet tall, and her legs are roughly 4 feet long. Her thigh thickness is about 2/3 of a foot. Loki is very confident with her body as she wears a rather revealing mage robe with a super low V-cut that shows off a lot of her skin. Her huge, nicely shaped orbs, half covered by her clothes, constantly teases your visual sensory. Not only that, the skirting of her robe reaches the floor and has an asymmetrical design with a high slit on one side that stimulates your wildest imagination while she moves. Contrary to popular belief, Loki's best asset might not be what lies in front of her, but what's underneath those clothes. What am I talking about? Damn!
Guess those thighs! Guess those thighs!
私は男なのですが。
Number 5. Fiamma, the Thighs of Ice.
私の肌、冷たくありませんか？
The second daughter to the king of Nephi, described by her sister as gentle but prone to agonizing over things. She is stubborn and devout to traditional beliefs. She is about 7 feet tall and her legs are actually pretty long at almost 4 feet long. Not to forget her thighs are about 3/5 thick. Fiamma wears a turquoise colored tunic with pauldrons that covers both shoulders for safety. The white cape radiating a sense of purity and innocence, and the gold lining perfectly signifies her royal status. Which brings us to why she's on our list. Fiamma does not have curvaceous body. You might even say she dressed rather modestly compared to the previous mentioned heroes. The white boots and unique golden stocking design that envelopes yet teasingly exposes her thighs, inviting images of Christmas present waiting to be unwrapped. The sight of such shapely, smooth thighs are so breathtaking that it could rival the wonders of the world. Not to mention that face. Number 4. Katria, middle white thighs.
どんな任務でも務めてみせるわ。
A member of the White Wings and the middle child of the Pegasus sisters. She often acts as a buffer between Pala and S. She is about 7 feet tall and her legs are almost 4 feet long, and her thighs are 3/5 feet thick. Katria wears a bright blue short dress with a high slit at the side, and she puts on minimal body armor to maximize her mobility, be it on Pegasus or on land. The color combination of her dress and armor emits an aura of confidence and calmness. Wearing long gloves that covers her arm, thigh boots that covers nearly her entire legs, Katria is a prime example of less is more. She doesn't have the body to die for, but there's just something fascinating about Katria that attracts people. I wonder what it is. Is it because of a high-slit dress and boots revealing her well-shaped thighs? Or maybe it's a pose that vaguely teases you with her fine behind? Or could it be a combination of both? Number 3. Kagura, honorable thighs.
私の作るものは独創的だと称されることが多い。
A kunoichi from Hoshido who served under the care of the crown prince, Ryoma. She would not hesitate to sacrifice herself in order to preserve his life. She stands at 7.5 feet tall, with a leg length approximately 4 feet long. As for her thighs, it's about 4/5 feet thick. Kagura wears a sleeveless ninja robe with a waist armor that flaunts her stunning belly. Stunning might be an understatement, as one might easily get lost in time looking at it. For better mobility, Kagura has high slits on her clothes that indirectly putting her well-toned legs on full view. And to protect such wonders, she puts on armor pieces on her shins and hips. Besides that, the color of her outfits brings out the best of her fair skin, multiplying her attractiveness tremendously. As a ninja, Kagura hones her skills rigorously to be physically fit, and the proof of such hard work is her nicely shaped thunder thighs. The contour, the fullness, her thighs are a work of art. If Effie could crush a melon with her thighs, I wonder what could Kagura do with hers. Number 2. Lynde, brave thighs.
この格好似合ってる？ありがとう。
The Lady of the Plains. She has been noted as a deep, caring, kind-hearted soul. Lynde rarely thinks ill of others and always believes on the best of things. She is 7.5 feet tall, and the length of her leg is about 4.5 feet long. The thickness of her thighs? 3/4 of a feet. Lynde wears clothing unique to the nomads of the Sakai Plains, colored in a light blue with gold and reddish brown trim. Her dress was likely designed with combat in mind. Having 2 slits up to the side of her dress allows Lynde to move more freely while fighting without fear of being restricted, and definitely useful when she's riding. A horse, of course. I know what you guys are thinking. But let's keep this PG, shall we? By the way, because of the slits, her long, beautiful, slender legs can be easily seen. Not trying to exaggerate, but she has one of the greatest legs in the game. The body to leg ratio, the fullness of her thighs are all unparalleled. Did I mention her ample well-toned thighs? That's Sakai's blessing for sure. Before we review our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
私の可愛い進化たちにも晴れ着を着せてあげたいわ。もう私はどこからどう見ても普通だよ。何かあったらいつでも言ってください。もっと魔道を学んであなたのお役に立てたら嬉しいです。いつもと違う衣装恥ずかしいです。
Number 1. Nephi, the fierce ties.
私の言葉風が悪いし恥ずかしいんじゃ。
A capable and beautiful soldier, used to suffer from low self-esteem and ashamed of her countryside mannerism and speech, but has since gained the confidence over time. She's 7.5 feet tall, and her legs' length are 4.5 feet long. Her thigh thickness is about 3/4 feet thick. Nephi's armor consists of hues of blue and green with a white fluttery miniskirt that is designed for mobility. Wearing knee-high boots and gutter rings, which honestly seems to do nothing but the tease for her thighs. Her halberd and strong gaze ain't the only thing that will pierce your heart. I don't think we need to explain why is she our top pick, right? Nephi is the definition of thighs, period. Her thighs are thick, as in double C thick. There's a time in life where you feel like sleeping on someone's lap. Who do you call? Nephi! During those blistering cold winter, when you want to keep those hands warm, who do you call? Nephi! Those noisy neighbors that constantly disturbing your sleep, who do you call? Nephi! Okay, enough, you get the point. Call me biased, but those majestic thunder thighs of hers are God sent to humanity. I remember someone famous once said this: "Thighs of omens, give me thighs beyond thighs." I'm pretty sure that's the thighs he's referring to. So, do you agree on our pick? Can Effie really crush a melon with her thighs? Did you manage to get all the references in the video? Who do you think has the best thighs in the game? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. A lot of effort and hard work has been poured into this, so I really hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Please do share it with all of your FEH friends out there, because who doesn't like thighs, right? Next week, we'll be back to our regular program. Thank you for watching and happy April's Fool.